Let's bring in Alexis Schwartz, who's in the Canary Islands too. He's a volcanologist, in fact, to GeoTenerife, which organises scientific expeditions. Alexis, as a volcanologist, you must be watching this with a mixture, I dare say, of professional fascination and just horror at the devastation that's ongoing.
Yeah, that's completely true. Yeah, you are right. I mean, obviously, it's always a wonderful spectacle, this eruption, but in this case, unfortunately, it's got a high destructive character, this eruption. So, yeah, it's very sad. Well, the situation at the moment is quite curious because, as your colleague mentioned, there is a continuous evolution and the situation is changing very rapidly. We have had certain periods of complete repose, and some people were commenting that probably the eruption has stopped, but we can see clearly that this is not the case. So we are having some repose periods, could be for several reasons. Maybe, well, the volcanic vent has been obstructed for some reason. Maybe some partial collapse of the volcanic edifice may have, well, this obstruct the volcanic vent. But now you can clearly see in the background that the volcanic plume has started again to rise into the atmosphere. So that means that lava is coming out again.
Right, so and the lava is flowing down the mountain, isn't it? Getting ever closer to the ocean. And concerns, I understand, about what might happen when the lava hits the sea.
Yes, that's true, because we were expecting that if the eruption continued at the rate it was yesterday, then the lava flows would certainly reach the coast and the sea water just today. Now, this is uncertain when it's going to happen. Apparently, the eruption is still going on, obviously, because we can see clear signals of an ongoing eruption despite these repose periods. And the problem or the concern that the magma may reach, the lava flows may reach the coast and get in contact with the seawater is that it's going to cause a rapid vaporization of the water, the seawater. This may be occasionally in an explosive manner. So therefore, we expect if these lavas reach the contact with the seawater, we expect certain localized steam explosions. Another concern is because obviously this rapid vaporization is going to create a rising columns of steam and water vapor. So, and these may have a content of volcanic gases that are potentially corrosive. I wouldn't say toxic, but yes, they are corrosive. This depends on the concentrations, because when these plumes rise in the atmosphere, they will be spread by the wind, and the concentration will never reach potentially dangerous concentration. But obviously, you have to be away from the point where the magma and the seawater is in contact, because at this point in localized areas, you are going to have these explosions and probably high concentrations of these gases.
Yeah. Now, over the years, we've covered volcanoes in the news, of course, but I'm not sure I've ever seen one that's lasted so long and so apparently violent. How unusual is this, and how much longer do you think it's going to go on for? Or is it impossible to say?
Yeah, well, this is an Strombolian eruption, and all we've seen in the week we have had of eruptive activity is completely normal regarding the type of eruption we are considering. These are basaltic magmas. They don't produce highly explosive eruptions. They are mildly explosive, although we may be impressed by the phenomenon, but the explosivity is low. They are called effusive eruptions because mostly they produce lava flows. That the lava flow reaches the sea is a completely normal phenomenon that has happened in the past in the Canary Islands many times in the past. So the only thing is that we have to be careful and not to approach lava flows, obviously, because they are constantly emitting these poisonous gases, or I wouldn't say toxic, but they are potentially dangerous in high concentrations. The fact that the lava is going to reach the sea is a complete normal phenomenon as well here. In fact, we can see lava platforms that have been created by past eruptions, and they are lately used to they use it for banana plantation. So we are witnessing a normal phenomenon, but obviously we have to warn the population not to approach these areas because of this potential hazard that I was commenting.
Alexis, it's great to get your expertise on this. Do appreciate that. That's Alexis Schwartz, a volcanologist at GeoTenerife. Thanks very much.
Thank you.